Okay, so this is for anybody who come across my channel and they be like, okay, what does she do? Um, First, let me always say, each time I turn on this camera, if I'm in my right mind, I always give praises to God first because He is the reason for all of this. He gives me downloads and ways to articulate things that I couldn't do by myself. With that being said, I homeschool my kids, and so he like sends downloads to me on how to teach a lesson. And so I'm just sharing it with you because right now I'm teaching my kids how to divide decimals. And I just wanted to show you how you can teach your kids how to divide decimals with things around the house. And so this week, this is a new project that we started on. This is actually my copy, but um, we were learning how to divide decimals with this. Okay, so if you look on here, just like it's on my paper, let me zoom in, you'll see that it is 16.9 fluid ounces. 16.9 fluid ounces. 16.9, that is a decimal. I don't know why. That's a decimal. 16.9 is a decimal. Okay? And then, so that's what you have right here, 16.9 fluid ounces. Not only are we, I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna stay on decimals real quick. And the price of this Fabuloso was $1.25. So it was $1.25, 1.25, which is a decimal, and it was 16.9 fluid ounces. That's also a decimal. So the question to my kids was, if the Fabuloso is $1.25, how much is each ounce, each fluid ounce? So that's what we did this week. And I'll go through the pages in here in just a moment. But so when you are dividing decimals, I'm just gonna put this up here just as a reminder. You have the divisor, you have the dividend, and the answer is the quotient. I started to write this before I rolled the cameras, but you know, it is what it is. So, as we were saying, the Fabuloso is 16.9 ounces, and it costs $1.25. So the $1.25 goes right here, and the 16.9 goes right here. Because if we divide 125 by 16, that'll tell us how much each fluid ounce is. And then when you're dividing decimals, and I do have this answer somewhere, but I'm just going to try to work it out on paper. But I do have the answer somewhere. So when you're dividing decimals, one of these has to be the whole number. I believe it has to be the divisor. It has to be a whole number. But what we going to do, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay, so it has to be a whole number. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna move this over one, and move this over one. We did the same thing on both sides, so we should be fine if I'm doing this right. And I hope so, because I don't want to have to re-record. Okay, so now we here. So we got 169 into 12.5. This is the same thing. You should get the same answer either way. And I can prove it to you, but let's go on. So 169 cannot go into this. So we need to add a 0, right? And it goes into that 0 times. Here is our period. Now this one I'm going to have to do math, which I really don't have to because I have the answer somewhere because we've done this week, but whatever. So 169, I'm just going to start with 8. 9 times 8 is 72, I believe. 6 times 8 is 48. 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 55, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's too much. If my math is right. 169 and 7. 9 times 7, 63. 6, 7 and 6 is 42. Yeah. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, I really need my calculator because I don't want to give the camera the wrong answer. So, my phone is low. My daughter be saying you could just say my calculator, so that's what I'm gonna do. My calculator, or calculator, whatever the case is. Okay, so I'm gonna click on this calculator. No, I don't want to down on this. I just need a calculator. Okay. So forget that. Let's do 169 times 7. 1183. That's right. Let me just check 169 times 8. Times 8. 1352. So I ain't got that bad of memory loss. Okay. So it goes into it 7 times. And you get 1183. We want to subtract 4, 10, 7, 1, 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 6. Yeah. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6. Okay. So, yeah. So we get 6, 7. Now my phone just went out. So you get 67. That's not enough, so we need to bring it down. How many times can 169 go into 670? 169. Let's go 4 times. 9 times 4. I don't know why I'm doing this today. Having a brain for it. 9 times 4 is 32 or 36. 9 times 16, 8, 9, 18, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 35, 36. Y'all forgive me. 6 times 4 is 24, 25, 26, 27, and 6, 76. That's too much. 169 and 3, 27, 18, 19, 20, 3, 507. Okay, so we're going to put 3 here. We're going to put 507. I'm going to get my other paper out to make sure that I'm doing this right. 10, 3, 6, 1. You get 163 left over, so that's right. It's not 169. So, basically what I'm saying is this, for each ounce of Fabuloso, it's probably going to be about 7 cents for each ounce. And you can multiply that to make sure that you have the right thing. So I want to look in here and see if I have that particular problem in my book, which I don't think I do. One of my kids should have this thing. This is all our work, baby business. Yep, they did it right here. So if you'll see right here, in one of my son's assignments, you have 125 and 16.9 ounces. You see where he moved the decimal point over, and you see what the answer is. So each was about 7 cents. And if I continue to do the long division, this is where we will go. And we have been doing our long division out because it's just more practice. So I stopped right here at 0.73, but it's 0.7396447. If you continue the long division. So you can do that with anything. Um, you can do that with this Red Bull. If you look on there, it says 8.4 fluid ounces. So it's 8.4 fluid ounces in here. That's a decimal, 8.4. How much did it cost? It was $2.50. So you would divide 250 by how many ounces, which is 8.4 ounces, and you will get your answer. And that teaches your kids how to divide decimals. So that's what we've been working on. But you can use anything around the house. You can use bleach. This bleach is 43 fluid ounces. But um, you can still use the 43 fluid ounces, because if the price, which all prices are in decimal form, you would just have one whole number and one decimal, which is fine. That just means you don't have to move the decimal point over. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so that's one part of the lesson, but that's not all. We're also learning about fluid ounces and regular ounces, the difference between the two. So, because there is a difference. So, we're learning how to divide decimals. We're also learning conversion, measurements, fluid ounces, length, all of that. And when I'm explaining it to my kids, I make sure to say, okay, so are we talking about capacity, or are we talking about weight? Because it's a difference for weight and capacity. Yes, you can talk about weight in ounces, but it's not the same ounces as fluid ounces. So when you're talking about fluid ounces, we're talking about capacity, how much something can hold. And when we're talking about ounces converting into pounds, we're talking about weight, which is different as well. Because we know 16 ounces equals a pound. But for fluid ounces, 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. So we're learning the difference in that. So there is a difference in fluid ounces and ounces. You want to make sure that your child knows what's the difference between fluid ounces and regular ounces. And that would be weight and capacity. And the things that I'm using, again, for this entire lesson, we're using Fabuloso, stuff around the house. I always include the Bible. This is one of my son's Bibles. I also include some type of word with our curriculum. This right here, I'm using this as well. So we're using 2 chapters out of this. The measurements and the dividing decimals is what we're using. That's sporadic in this book. My curriculum doesn't come from this book, but these things help me. But I actually do build my own curriculum with the help of God. And then also incorporate Spanish. And all of these go well together. That's the thing. So, this is the book that we've been using for Spanish, because we have basic Spanish. But I still incorporate that in the entire project. So I'm going to go back to my example. I do it with them because I want to show them how their work should look. But the name of this is Fabuloso. But you see what I put on here? I put fabulous. And then you have Spanish, and then you have English. That Fabuloso means fabulous in English. And then, if you look right here, I have the cost of fabulous. So we actually went online to get the cost of fabulous Fabuloso from different places. You can use any item that you want to find the different prices, but we wanted to compare with Amazon, Walmart, and Kroger. See how you teaching them other things as well. And then you have the dividing decimals portion of it, and that was fun for them to go on the different websites. Then I also had a grocery list that we actually did go shopping for. This was a grocery list, and I had them to play a game, like The Price is Right, put in the prices on each item, the correct one. They did that before this page was filled out. So that was a fun game, and I think I'm going to do another video later today with another grocery list that I purchased with some items of them trying to figure the prices out, so you will see exactly what I'm talking about. But that'll probably be after I cook these tacos, because that's what I need to do. But I wanted to do this first before I fed my belly. And then you have the order summary of what was ordered. This was an actual order that we did. So when you go grocery shopping, you can literally turn that into a learning assignment. And that's basically what I'll be doing over here. Then I have our converting measurements chart, what I was just talking about with the weight, the length, and the capacity. We're not talking about length right now. We still did the chart, but we can come back to that. We can't talk about everything at one time. So that's this. It's really thick. But yeah, so these are the ones that we're really concentrating on right now. The weight and the capacity. And then I have a question right here. What is the difference between fluid ounces and ounces? The next page is the division problem. So I just showed you the Fabuloso with 16.9 ounces, but Fabuloso also comes in different sizes. So this will be the 56 ounce Fabuloso. And I actually did a video yesterday of us doing this. I didn't want to post it because my kids was real rowdy. But I'll probably post it after this video. So I'm about to talk about something different. My computer is full, so I'm about to be just posting old stuff just to make sure I have a record of it, and then I'll get back to the new stuff. But I'll post the video yesterday when we were dividing with 56 fluid ounces instead of the 16.9 that I showed you. So I just easily made up 3 additional problems because it was 3 different prices for a 56 ounce of Fabuloso at these different places, and I made them figure out how much. So in each place it was about a cent off. Like one place it'll be 5 cents per ounce, one place it'll be 6, and then another place it'll be 7. But let me go back to that page so you can see what I'm talking about. So at Amazon, Fabuloso for a 56 ounce bottle was $3.19. Walmart, it was $2.72. And then I had to go back and find Kroger's yesterday, but somewhere in there, $2.99. We'll just say that. And there go 3 problems. You got 56 ounces, 3 different prices. There go 3 problems right there. What else? Oh, this particular page, I just skipped to the back because I knew I wanted to do it with Fanta too. So 3 different prices of Fanta soda. Do not talk about my picture. $5.99, $5.79, $5.69. There go 3 different decimals that you can use for that. Okay, so in the middle of this book, it's blank pages, and in the back of this book that I made is blank pages. That's so that I can incorporate more Spanish words to go into this, more Bible verses to go into this, until it's a completed little assignment. So one of the words, of course, is fabuloso as a Spanish word. But if you've been watching any of my previous videos, we've been talking about Spanish words already. So I'll just put them back in here, the same words that we've been talking about. But it was another Spanish word in here that I came across yesterday. But anyway, I digress. I don't know where the Spanish word was, but it needs to go in here too. Oh, it was this. See how it all ties together? Or hopefully you see. So, Takis was one of the items on the list, and fuego is a Spanish word. So, there will be a page in here that just has like Spanish words on it as well. This is somebody's. I think this is Ashlyn's. But again, Ashlyn was just drawn because they was drawn. But their book should look like my book at the end. And here go all the pages of their book. And see, that's the reason why I say they have to have a guide. Because they'll just... It's all good. So these are pages from their book. The boys. They haven't put theirs together yet. Hopefully we don't lose them and they don't get all. But this is the boys' work. Oh, here's somebody. This is Rashawn, I think. The front of his. I don't know if I have the front of LeBron's, but I really liked his too. And I don't have it. What else did I want to say? I'm about to cut this video short. But preferably, once I complete this, it'll be for sale for somebody if they need it. And it's like, it's not really just for kids. It's for like adults too. It's like family learning because I'm brushing up on my skills as well. I'm trying to see. I want to show LeBron's Fabuloso. I'm going to go in there and get it in just a second. And then I had them to do this, which I mentioned in a video yesterday too. It says, what if at 6 p.m. today, September 17th is when I gave them the assignment, but today's the 21st. But I said, what if at 6 p.m. today, September 17th, the internet stopped working forever? What would the next 48 hours look like? And they were supposed to write. So here's his writing. And here's his writing that I haven't checked. And I'm sure it's not up to par, but it is a start. So that we'll have something to work with. I want to go get LeBron's Fabuloso because he used a marker and it looked just like Fabuloso. I don't know why. Y'all forgive me. Okay. So, and then I wanted to talk about Ashlyn's work. If you don't know, Ashlyn is my 10-year-old daughter. But she was a preemie. She only weighed 1 pound, 0.9 ounces when she was born. So when she was in public school, she was like in a special class. I can't even think of the name of what it was. But I know at one point they had her at Failure to Thrive, and then whatever the case is. So she's really, really, really behind. But not in all areas. But definitely writing, definitely spelling, things like that. But as far as common sense, oh yeah, she got that. So this is her work, and I need to go through and I need to grade it and put like stickers on each page that she did. Ashlyn does not like to do schoolwork whatsoever. Not her favorite thing. So, you know, with her, like, rewarding her is really gonna help because like she's not interested at all. So if you see that in any of my future videos, you will know what's going on with that particular situation. But at the same time, while I'm teaching her brothers, you better believe she's absorbing things. And I told her by the time she get 18, 20, ain't nobody gonna care what you knew when you was 10. That ain't gonna even be a factor. You just have to catch up and absorb as much knowledge as possible. I'm gonna go get this Fabuloso paper that my other son drew because I showed everybody else's artwork, so I might as well show his. Then I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna go make us some tacos, and then we'll probably play that little game because I bought groceries last night. So I'll take a couple of them items, and they'll play a game on trying to match the prices. And then I'll probably try to record that video, and that won't be all we'll do today, but I'm just letting you know. All right, let me go get it. And this is LeBron's. So the market, it just really made it stand out. So I wanted to show his. But the whole purpose for me getting on this video, to sum it up, is that you can really teach your kids how to do things a fun, interactive way, as well as teaching yourself with items around the house. My kids do not go to public school. They are not going to public school. I've been homeschooling for years. So if you want to find some cool ways to homeschool, get some motivation, things like that, that's what this channel is mainly for. I have multiple Instagram pages. I guess I should go ahead and say that so I can end this video. I'm about to go on Instagram and post and say that this video is going up, or whatever the case is. How to teach your kids how to divide with Fabuloso. That's what the name of it is gonna be. But that's it. That's all here. Y'all stay blessed. Have a wonderful day.